What's going on? The Winners Win podcast. It's your boy Loso 2.0, the copy guy himself. And today we're going to talk about two motives of every single human being. But first, let's get started with some, backing up. So, first I want to say today, I started kind of getting back into my workout routine. Now, I told you guys before, I kind of started stepping back from it. I'm not really sure why or when this started happening, but I really started falling back from my workout routine. So today, the first thing I did was, when I make my schedule now, make my schedule to actually get up and go for a run early in the morning. So, and when I go for a run, I listen to my motivational video every single day. So I made that an important thing to do that now. So now that's what I'm going to do now moving forward. Excuse me. Now, also, what I realized too as well is that was good. Also, too, I started, coaching that basketball team, the Spirit Academy one. It's been fun. I'm not going to lie. The kids have gotten so much better from when we first started working out with them. And it's just a matter of who wanted more. So I put up a team. I put a team up of just straight freshmen, put them up against a team of straight, juniors. The freshmen dominated. They just wanted it more. That's it. And it's all it really was. It came down to them just wanting it more than the other person. And I mean, they make some mistakes at first, but then it came down to knocking down threes, going to the basket, cutting to the basket harder, getting layups, getting steals, blocks, shutting everything down, just straight locked in, because it's just about who wants it more. How bad do you want it? Do you really want it as bad as you claim to want it? And it's okay if you don't. We actually had to sit a kid down and talk to him. Hey, do you even want to play college basketball? No, I don't actually. I'm just doing it just because I'm just playing basketball just to stay in shape. He doesn't want it. And that's okay if you don't. If you're not that type of dog, you just don't have it in you. But if you do got that dog in you, really got to understand this is probably going to be a good, episode for you too, if you really got that dog in you, regardless, because that's what this is more about. Like, what is going to motivate you? There's only two things that motivates everybody, and I'm going to get to that in a moment. Now, with my business as well, I got my publisher in there, editing the stuff, reading over it, getting some ideas, stuff like that. Actually, got to get back to her today. Yep, that's going to be the next thing I do on my schedule. I'm going to get back to her, overview everything that she sent me, and just see what's up. But she was just asking me, hey, what's going on, this and third, hey, what's this, what's that. She just asked me all that stuff, so now I can get back to her and talk to her about it. But that is going to, I want it bad. I'm excited too, because I just have a Zoom meeting on Tuesday with Eric Thomas, boy, E.T. the hip hop preacher. I'm excited. Actually, someone that I had in my podcast interview actually came in and actually sent me that. So she sent me that. She said it's up, like literally got me ability to do that. I was like, I kept seeing it, but I didn't have to push. But then someone sent it to me, just made me get that push over the edge. And now what I'm doing as well is hitting up schools and trying to figure that stuff out. So everything is coming together. I'm excited. Even at work, everything's coming together with the pieces that I'm putting around, finding stuff out, feeling good that I'm accomplishing some things, and everything is going to come together. It's all exciting. And it's just a lot. It's just a lot going on. A lot going on. It's fun and stuff like that. I didn't get to pick up. I have been potty training Logan, but I haven't been able to pick him up and stuff. I haven't picked him up in a couple of days, but I'm going to do that today and definitely clean up his cage. All this stuff looks disgusting. But back to what I want to talk about: the two motives that motivate every single person every single time, right? And you might disagree with what I have to say, and that's completely fine. But then you might agree with what I have to say, because what I have to say is actually some very important stuff. If you really look back from an evolutionary standpoint. Give me 1 second, let me get some blitz text for myself. I know, freaky. But from an evolutionary standpoint, you're going to actually agree with what I have to say. And then also something too as well, which is not from an evolutionary standpoint. It's a thing that you can't teach at all, right? And these two motives, honestly, one is just natural instinct. They're both natural instinct if you really think about it, because you can't teach these things to anybody, and they are important if you want to make it anywhere in life. I just washed my hair today too, waves spinning a little bit. So I'm going to talk about this thing, right? So now I want you to listen to the end and stuff like that to give your own opinion and all that stuff when you actually read it. And I'm going to remind you again to leave your opinion, but we're going to get right into it as soon as I pull this up, and we are on go now. I'm just waiting a few seconds because I like to pull from the middle of my podcast in order to post it on different things. I know I'm just doing too much suspense, but listen, the two motives that actually motivate every single person for every single action that they take, is one, sex urge, two, desire to be great. I had to pause for a moment because I really want you to think about that. Sex urge and then the desire to be great. Both things you can't teach to anybody, and both of them come down to animal instinct at the end of the day. The sex urge, evolutionary, like on an evolutionary level, everything a man does was to impress a woman. Right? So if there were no women in the world, and this is what we kind of talk about the sexual transmutation thing. If there was no women in the world, I believe that men couldn't exist. At least be great. Men are we wouldn't work out as much because there's no reason to work out. We wouldn't try to be as successful at anything. It all comes down to sex urge and desire to be great. And this is when you have to learn that thing of sexual transmutation. Just because you have the urge to have sex, the urge to be with women, does not mean, and the urge to get the top tier woman, which is actually a funny thing that I wanted to actually ask you guys a question about, right? There was a guy on TikTok actually doing interviews with somebody. He said, is it true that men, and I'm not even going to get into this because this is not my niche and all that stuff, but I do want to talk about this. Is it true that men actually date down and women date up? So women try to find a man that dates up, and then a man tries to settles, essentially. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. Never thought of that. Never thought of that at all. But that's just something else to think about. I don't think I settled. I'm good where I'm at with my wife. But anyway, so sexual transmutation. This is when you learn sexual transmutation, because you have the sex urge to. You have to use that sex urge to want to be with a woman or have a woman be with you in order to accomplish more things, right? If I know a lot of dudes who work out at the gym because they had low self-esteem before, stuff like that, and then them working out has been building their self-esteem, and then it makes them like, oh, I look good. Women are attracted to me now because I'm stronger, and that's something that's helped me out. It's all about that back down the sex urge and the urge to mate. And then there's just the desire to be great. Now, that's why I said I wholeheartedly believe if there was no woman in the world, most men would not exist. Probably 99% of men wouldn't be able to survive. But then there's just that 1%. That 1% that is hungry. You can't tell them anything. You can't even talk to them. They just want it better than everybody else wants it. You could try to throw them down. You could spit on them. You could talk trash. You could do whatever you want to do to them. But there's nothing that you're going to do to stop them, make them back down. 1% of men. 1% of men have the desire to be great. And I truly believe if you are listening to my podcast, you are that 1%. You are desiring to be great. You want to be greater than everybody. Will it happen? Who knows? Only you will know. You control your reality. I control my reality. I am great. I am that 1%. I have the desire to be great. I'm already married. I'm not worried about my wife leaving me. I'm not worried about trying to impress them. I'm worried about being the best Carlos I can be. I'm worried about being that second version of myself, that 2.0 version of myself, transforming my life, emotionally, physically changing it, financially, spiritually, any type of level you could think of, changing my life over. And no one's going to stop me from doing it. So what is your motive? Are you just trying to do it just for the urge of impressing other women? And that's okay if that's you. Or do you really desire to be great? Listen, that's all I have for you guys today. I know it's a little suspense just to talk about two things, but these two things are very important. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and share this channel and comment below. Definitely answer my question too. Do you think men settle and women date up? And then the second thing I want you to do is if you listen to this on any type of podcast, I want you to leave a 5-star review and leave a comment below. 2 types of reasons why people do it: sex urge or desire to be great. You decide. I want you guys to keep killing the day. And just remember, more than anything, you pray for success like this. 2.0 out.